I'm out in LA and I'm getting ready to hike up to Griffith Observatory on top of the hill. And I wanted to take some time to just talk about the experience of getting out of prison and having the opportunity to do something like go to San Diego or go to LA or go to Sacramento to meet with nonprofit groups, to meet with people who are interested in reform, and also to just have time with myself and with Courtney. It's meaningful. Like over this trip, there have been a number of times that I've just broken down into tears because it just seems so unreal. Like a year ago I was in prison. Like I was not getting out of prison for 10 years. I was not going to be anywhere. I was not going to do anything. And now I'm meeting with people and talking about projects, and it's just overwhelming to think about how much change can happen. Because there were so many times that I wanted to give up, that I didn't believe, that I was going to get out, that I didn't believe it was worth getting out. There were times that I really doubted whether I wanted to live. Like I had so little hope over periods of time that I was in prison, that to be able to get out and to be able to not only kind of like blossom, but to like have people who meet me in that place, who say, hey, we want to support what you believe in. We want to support what you do. We believe in you. And that was what got me through prison in the first place. It was people believing me. It was people encouraging me, because I think so often I know I at least doubt myself, and I feel lost and I feel just hopeless. So getting out and finding this thing makes me realize that there were so many times that I wanted to give up, but I didn't know the kind of miracle or the amazingness that was coming, and I couldn't possibly imagine it. And recognizing that things continue to go far beyond. Like before I got out, I'd gotten my journeyman's license. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get out and be an electrician. Like, cool. I'm gonna go do electrical work. Like, I'm in a little shack. Like, this is gonna be my life. And then I met Courtney, and we were smart. Like, we didn't move in right away, but we knew we wanted to do something, to like move together. So, we spent 6 months living in different places, but spending a lot of time together. And it was like, okay, well, this is complicated. And then again, I applied for an electrical job. That was the first thing. Well, I mean, I actually applied for a whole bunch of jobs. I did like carpentry and stuff, but that was like the first serious job that I was going to get. And then somebody came to me and said, hey, I want you to come work for me, do some marketing, do some online stuff, because I think that would give you some more freedom. And it seemed crazy to turn down like a good job with benefits, or what I thought was a good job with benefits. But it gave me the flexibility to keep doing YouTube and keep doing TikTok and start doing meetings. And it led to a place that allowed me to start a nonprofit and get some funding and start moving and start working on projects. And I couldn't have imagined that. Like, I don't think I could have imagined that. Like, where I'm at now, I couldn't have imagined 6 months ago. When we started talking about coming out here, even though it's like half a business trip, it was like, man, how could we do that? How could we afford this? Like, oh my God, like, I don't even know how we're going to pay the bills every month. And things just keep working out. And I don't know what that is or how that is, but somebody told me a long time ago that, this sounds really corny, but if you put good energy into the world, good energy will come back. So yesterday we were hanging out, and this guy texted, was like, man, hey, I hear you're in California. Like, you want to come up and see me? I'm a couple hours north. And he's been amazing. He got us some concert tickets. Like, just one of those people who's reached out and just shared goodness, just not asking for anything in return, just being good. And it's overwhelming. It's those moments of people just like inviting me into their home, or inviting me into their lives, or just sitting there with my best friend and with Courtney, and just sitting and looking at this. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, there's such an overwhelming sense of gratitude. There's such an overwhelming sense of just almost shock at being here, at being alive. Like, I didn't think I was going to live this long. I didn't think I would be where I'm at. I don't know. I don't even know what to do with that. I just know that I'm so grateful, and that all those times in prison where I was up in a situation where somebody was telling me, look, man, you got to take care of this guy. Like, otherwise, or all those bad decisions I could have made, or all those bad directions I could have gone, none of that would have led to this. And that every single time I made a good decision when I had the opportunity to make a bad one. And every single time I walked away from a problem rather than engaging with it. And every single time I found a way to give back to the people around me rather than just taking for myself. All those things led to this place. And in each of those steps, it doesn't feel like it's leading anywhere, right? Each of those steps, it feels like we're not getting what we need. We're not getting anything out of it. Like, there's no return. But what somebody told me that was very wise, he said, do the next right thing. Like, regardless, that's all you can do. That's all you have to do. Do the next right thing. And so I did that for years, and I didn't see a return. Like, there was no immediate change, but I did. I started to feel a little better about myself and a little better about my life. I started to feel a little happier. I started to feel a little connected. And I mean, that in itself is a blessing. And then seeing how everything has come from that. Every opportunity has come from, the guy yesterday was like, man, we just want to share with you. Like, we see your gratitude, we see your connection, we see your attitude, and we just want to share in that. And like, I mean, it touches me a way I don't know how to describe. So this is not a prison video. This is not about, people getting stabbed in the neck or the craziness of the experience. Instead, this is about the gratitude of finding connection with other people and being able to live a life in the free world and being able to find a way to make it work, even when it doesn't seem like it's gonna, when it seems like there are no options and it's just not gonna work out, finding a way to put one foot in front of the other and ending up in an absolutely beautiful place. So thank you.